What's going on, guys? My name's Sebastian, and if you guys are here for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you guys can stay up to date with all of our future content, our car reveals, our vlogs, our community events, etc. If you're not here for the first time, welcome back, because we missed you. Anyways, today's video, I'm going to be showcasing some of the Apple CarPlay features. I'm actually inside my 2018 Honda Clarity right now, and I'm just going to go over some functionality, some of my favorite features that I use on a day-to-day basis, and then eventually just throw in my 2 cents on, what I thought they could have improved on, what it's missing, or whether overall it's just a great feature to have, just in general. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what we're about to get into. Alright guys, so keep in mind, this view is going to be exclusive to my car, the Honda Clarity, so don't be confused if when you guys get your Honda or you go into your car and try to set up the Apple CarPlay feature, it doesn't look like this, because once again, this is for the Clarity. Some other cars might look different than mine, so on and so forth. The main thing that we're going to focus on is this button right here that says smartphone connection. Today's video is going to be the Apple CarPlay video. This car is compatible with Android Auto. I don't have an Android, so I'll do the video when I do have the Android, but you guys will have the same idea with the Apple CarPlay. But anyways, when you have your smartphone plugged in, whether it be Apple or Android, it's going to come up and say Apple CarPlay. So I'll do that now. It's going to show CarPlay right now, and then if you look up on the screen, it says Apple CarPlay. Now, this wasn't my first time hooking up the phone, so the first time you plug your phone into the car, it's going to say, would you like to enable Apple CarPlay? Your phone's also going to prompt you to say, if you'd like to allow Apple CarPlay to be enabled when your phone is locked, you're going to hit allow, because otherwise it's just going to be hassle every time your phone turns off. With that being said, go through those prompts and make sure it's all configured to your liking. Let's go ahead and hit on Apple CarPlay. And once you do that, it's basically going to emulate what your iPhone would look like on the screen. That's the home screen. As you can see, pretty similar, right? So Apple CarPlay, on the left, it'll show your most recently used apps in this left side column right here. Now, your time will actually always display right here. Instead of hitting the back button every time you want to go out, like let's say you go into audiobooks and you didn't really mean to hit audiobooks, you can hit this button right here. It looks like your home button on an older model of iPhone. So that'll be your go-to. Now, if you want to do, let's say, go to music, you go ahead and hit Spotify, and this will basically show my music. As you can see, it's got a little bit of everything, and then you can go into now playing, and apparently never gonna wait. So we'll go ahead and go back. So another cool feature on the Apple CarPlay functions is Maps. So Maps kind of replaces the navigation feature on a lot of the higher trims. A couple years prior, only the higher trims would come with navigation before Apple CarPlay, before Android Auto was a thing. You'd have to pay extra money to get something similar to this. Well, now you can get this in the more affordable level cars. I mean, Civic Sports, where they start to range in like the $23,000, $24,000 range. Same thing with the CRVs, the HRVs. So this no longer makes you have to put out a lot of money to have this convenience. I think it's a great addition. You could move around, see kind of what's near you, etc., etc. And then you can move around wherever you are. Let's say you get lost, you're all the way out here. You hit this button right here and it'll actually bring you right back. So, brings you right back. Anyways, we'll go into destinations. There's a couple of things that you can do from this point. To get to a specific area, you can use the voice command feature here, or you can also, kind of select one of these preset selections. So it looks like shopping, coffee, food. So I want to get back to the dealership. So from here, it'll show me that a faster route is available with tolls. I currently have my phone configured to avoid tolls, but we can always go into more routes, and then it'll show you here. So we'll go ahead and hit go.
Proceed to 16th Street.
Now, just to get a better idea, it's gonna have us drive all the way over there. Now, as you're driving, it'll tell you to turn right, and it'll go over your songs and stuff like that. And if you ever get lost, you just hit that direction button, and then you can also mute it. We'll go into our messages.
Would you like to hear your unread messages or create a new one?
No.
Okay, let me know if there's anything else you need.
Will do. So Siri just wants to let us know that she's here to help us at any time, and we can also ask for her by holding down the voice command button when your phone is plugged into the Apple CarPlay feature. So for instance, before we get into the messages, I'll go ahead and showcase that now. Hold it down. Hey Siri, what's the weather like in Rancho, Santa Margarita?
It's currently clear and 59 degrees in Rancho, Santa Margarita. Expect mostly cloudy skies starting in the evening.
So you can always ask Siri anything at any time when your phone is plugged in. Just use the voice command feature. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and send my boss a message on the phone.
What do you want to say?
Hey Anthony, happy Sunday. Hope you're enjoying the day, and I'll see you tomorrow at work. So sometimes if you have emojis for, certain contact names, it might not come out as you would want it to, like as you would type it in a text message. So just be wary of that. Don't go in with too high expectations, but for the most part, it does a pretty good job at, picking up everything that you're saying and that you want to say and delivers it in the message without you having to pick up your phone. So now for phone,
Who do you want to call?
Ghostbusters.
I don't see Ghostbusters in your contacts. Should I look for businesses with that name?
If you don't have a contact in your phone under Ghostbusters or whatever name you ask Siri to call, she'll even offer to look up local businesses nearby with that name and offer to call them for you there. Let's go ahead and go into recents. Basically, I was on the phone with my technician all day, but this is what your phone calls should look like, basically. Now, if you wanted to make a call, go ahead and make a call to Olivia. So we'll go ahead and answer it now. Hey.
Hey,
How are you?
how are you?
Where you would plug this into your car would just be the USB port that comes in your vehicle, and it should have a picture of a tablet or a phone. That's right next to it. That's going to be your smartphone connection, essentially, and it's going to look like that. So it's going to be right there next to a USB port. That's your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto feature. So some of my favorite features really would be just the Maps function and the Spotify app. I appreciate me not having to throw out a little bit extra money for the navigation package when I don't really need it, because this is kind of like a jack of all trades and all in one. With that being said though, I do wish it was a little bit more fluid. Sometimes if you have too much going on, if you're switching between apps too fast, it can, lag a little bit and just be a little bit slower in response time. I do know that this technology did just kind of come out, so it is fairly new. It's still being tested and the bugs are being worked out. So I'm not too harsh. I'm pretty appreciative overall. It's a great feature. 90% of trim levels have this feature standard with the exception of the LX models. When that will change, it could be coming soon, but as of right now, that's kind of where we are. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys like about the Apple CarPlay feature, what you would have added or changed. Be sure to stay tuned because we will be doing the Android Auto feature pretty soon. I just need to get my hands on an Android to do so. But for the most part, it's pretty much the same deal. Make sure you guys go to rsmhonda.com so you can check out all of our inventory and check out our Instagram. We are doing a giveaway right now for 2 Sinopolis tickets. We have that going on for 5 sets. 5 lucky people could win 2 Sinopolis tickets, and there's a Sinopolis pretty much 2 blocks away from RSM Honda. So make sure you go check that out. But until next time, bye guys.